I'm live. Starting a little late tonight. Had some technical difficulties. I was live at first. However, my computer kind of shut off. But either way, good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome to another live. The markets are open, and this is important right now because if you want to pass your Topstep combines fast or any evaluation at that, build consistency and start seeing real results. The time to act is in this moment while the markets are moving and we're live, not later when you're just watching. Even though that's still good too, because the reps do help. I'm Roger Mack, head trader of MTF, that's Max Trading Family, where I teach and help other traders, the family, pass their Topstep combines fast, TPT, Apex, all that cool stuff. Trade better, more consistently, and grow together into profitable traders. Tonight, I'll be trading on my practice account, forward testing the exact strategy I use to pass my combines fast in just 2 days, taking only 2 trades. The full breakdown is linked in the second link in the description, even with the full strategy breakdown. If you're new to trading, don't worry, I got something for you as well. My 0 to 1 trading guide, third link in the description, will help you place your first trade and actually understand it. That's the most important part. During the live, I'll share my entries, stop loss, and my thought process as I trade, so you can see exactly how I read the charts, manage risk, and execute. So here's what I want you to do next. Stay focused, breathe, take your time, and watch carefully. One good trade at a time is all it takes. Remember that profits are in your patience, and if you want more hands-on guidance, join the community through the first link in the description to trade live with me and the crew, ask questions, and level up faster. Quick little disclaimer, nothing here tonight is financial advice. I'm simply sharing my trades and my process. You're responsible for your own trades and risk. Let's dive into it. So to start off hot here, nothing that's, thank God, I'm not gonna lie, I've been sitting here for the last 30 minutes trying to get booted up. Slow computer, Wi-Fi, you know, technology sometimes. It's the best thing to happen and the worst thing to happen at sometimes. However, with that being said, we have not really missed anything in the market, so not missed much, so that's good. We'll start off real quick. Let me go ahead and pull up the live on my laptop here so I can see the comments. Lovely people flood in here, and I will drop the poll. Today was Monday, so people were actually traded today. Someone dropped the poll. Let me know as you stop in. How was your trading day today? What's up, Tiago? How's it going? Let me drop the poll real quick. How was your trading day today? Let's see. And if you're watching this at a later time, go ahead, still drop in the comments. Today is the 12th, the 15th. Let me know how you did today. Trading day today. Let me go ahead and get this in here. And then I will walk through this morning's trade as the market's starting to pick up here and quite nicely. Money. Break even and didn't trade. All right, I got the poll. Let me know how your trading morning this went, or trading day. Maybe you didn't trade this morning. Maybe you're trading now. Let me know, did you make money, lose money, break even, or didn't trade? Just posted that poll. Let me know how you did. With that being said, let's see. Market threw some fire right there. Let's see if I can hurry up and walk through this morning's trade and be back in time for a setup that might cook up. Might get something here tonight. All right. So if you don't know, I trade market open. For me, I'm in the East Coast of the US of A, and that will be 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So as soon as 9:30 Eastern Standard Time opens up, market opens, I'm live. So let's see, 9:29. So this was a good thing about this morning. It was quick, easy, to the point. So let's see, a couple that didn't trade. Nice. If you're stopping in, let me know how was your trading day today. If you don't trade, drop some questions. But all right, let me walk through this. Let me put this at, okay, so I got it at 9:29. So if you're new to the strategy, let me walk through it real quick. Again, at market open is when I'm live and I'm looking for trades. So before market even open, I have price breaking lows. As you see, we broke this low here. Boom. It created a new low, and then we pulled back. Now, step one is a new lower low or a higher high. Obviously, before open, we got a new lower low. So I'm patiently waiting at open for a pullback to my 13 EMA. which is my second rule. Step 2, it pulled back to the 13 EMA. That's this white line. That's my exponential moving average. The average of the last 13 candles in price. That is my 13 EMA. And that's my white line here. So I need to pull back to that price to actually come back to that. Step 3, as it taps it, I need a wick rejection off the 13 EMA. So as you see at exactly 9:29, I got my pullback to my 13 EMAs, respecting it. We got the wick off. Now at 9:30, at 9:29, I'm like, I don't push buy or sell. I'm strict on exactly the times I trade. As soon as it hits 9:30, that's when I could place a trade. Not a second earlier. If it's 9:29:59, no trade place. So 9:29, the setup is playing out at 9:30. Price pushes up, wicks off, and then I finally get a beautiful entry at break of candle. So I hopped in sales here for a short position here. Boom. Stop loss above. And then this was a little bit of a negative risk to reward because my take profit was only about 3 points, right about there. So that was this morning's trade. This is the 1 minute also, trading the 1 minute. Alexandro, hello. Stay blazing. No, not stocks. I am on the futures market. You I mean, not necessarily. What would you classify as a YN? Just because I got locked doesn't mean I'm a YN. I've been trying to get into stocks, just need a little help. Well, I trade futures, so unless you were interested in futures trading, and then I'm not one who will start talking out of the side of my neck and say, this is how you trade stocks. But for that, I would say you probably search around YouTube, look it up, find somebody else who's more proficient in it. But if you're interested in trading the prop firm route of futures trading, or even live accounts, or forex, even I traded forex, started in forex, something like that, then I'd be your guy to help. But as far as trading stocks and going that route, you'd have to find that somewhere. Oh, somebody that actually puts in the time and does that. I don't want to lead you astray there. How do you do futures? So let me see. Let me pull up. Let me reset my chart here. So that was this morning's trade there. So futures, how would I explain trading futures? Being able to buy and sell the market. Futures market, let me see. The easiest way to explain it is somebody, if I said, hey, stay blazing, I'm guessing it's blazing. I'm gonna assume because of marijuana. If I say, hey, bro, I'm about to sell you a bag of marijuana for $10 next Friday, and we shake hands on it, that means next Friday comes, if the price of marijuana goes up to $15, we already shook hands on a contract saying no matter what, I'm selling it to you for $10. Now say the price goes down to $3 for the same bag, we already shook hands, made a contract for that futures contract for next Friday, it being a $10 bag. So that's kind of how the future market works. Now the nice thing about it is trading it online, like I'm trading it here. What's a hair tie? We're able to buy and short the market, meaning if we believe, so right now I'm trading gold. If I believe the price of gold is going to go up, I can enter in a buy position, and if I'm right, I can make money. Obviously, vice versa, if it goes down, I lose money. Now, vice versa as well, if I get in a sale, and that sale predicting, or not really predicting, but thinking that price of gold is going to go down that day or over time, as I enter in, I can hop in sales. And if it shorts and goes down, I can make money. Vice versa, if it goes up and I'm in a short position, I can lose money. And there's a couple ways to trade it. I do, which basically means a patterns over history, a history of time of patterns I've seen over and over again, and made rules and confluences and just parameters around it. And over time, as I see that pattern, I have a win rate, knowing, if I get in at it, I have a chance of winning. Or you can do fundamental analysis, which is just news, your economic news there, your news, your stuff globally around the world. You can do a little bit of both. There's another one, but those are going to be your two main ones. Now, the nice thing about recently years, there's these things called prop firms. You're not too familiar with prop firms, where basically you trade an evaluation or a combine, and you can, once past this, it's simulated money, but once passed, you unlock an account and you can actually make money on those simulated accounts. Now on this account here, I'm on Topstep for those who are new to it. You can look up Topstep and just go over the website to kind of get more of an idea. I trade 50K accounts. Essentially, what that means is I have a $50,000 account. Again, simulated money. I first passed the evaluation, which is what I help people do inside of my community, is pass the evaluation and pass it fast and consistently with a proven plan. Not gambling, but something they can consistently do over time. And then, yeah, that's what I help people do in my side of my community. And then once you finally pass the combine, and you get the fresh account, and then from there you can actually start making money on it. What Topstep's rule is, you need for the combine, you need, on the 50K account, you need $3,000 in profit with a 50% consistency rule. So the way I teach traders to take their A+ setup or my setup if they don't have a setup themselves, and we break down the math, reverse engineer it to make 1,500 in 2 days because you have a 50% consistency rule. And throughout then, we're able to pass in 2 days with 2 trades. And I've been able to do this time and time again. So that's what I teach and help traders do. Now, once you pass that, then you get a funded account called an XFA, and you can get payouts on that, which is pretty cool. To do that, you need 5 days non-consecutive of $150 or more, and then whatever you make up to 5,000, or if you make 10,000, you get a payout up to 5,000 per 5,000. Yeah, and then it's real money. And then obviously you can check out my channel. I have more information on that, of how I pass my combines, how I've done it, how to do it, and then more information on the combines and prop firms and just anything. Or you can just do. I mean, yeah, I was about to say you can go down the rabbit hole, but I pretty much cover just about anything and everything on my channel there. Yep. So for the traders stopping by, how was your trading today? Let's see, we got a couple that made money good. We got a couple majority that didn't trade. Let me know. Okay, I see what you're saying. Sounds more interesting than stocks. I will have to tap in more. I appreciate it. No, yeah, for sure. I got legit. My channel is dedicated to just breaking down exactly what I just went over. So, and there's pretty straight to the point, but no fluff in it, but easier to understand. Pretty much just how I explain it. So, go ahead, check out the channel. If you have questions, drop in the comments of the video or whatnot, and I will answer to it as soon as I see it, as soon as possible. But yeah, for sure. For sure. But yeah, stock trading is not bad either. I don't. You can trade stocks, you can options. It's just not my cup of tea personally. I like getting in stocks long-term holding, because I mean that's just easier. You do a little bit of research there and just throw money in, and then know that I won't be touching it for some time. Are you a full-time trader? No, I am not a full-time trader. I have the luxury of, which is a big topic somewhat, depending on what field you are. I have the luxury of having a nice job that I actually enjoy doing. So for me, trading is just a side hustle at the moment, which is pretty nice and fun. Like, you live off of trading or have a job. I have a job. No, yeah, understood the first time. That's another question. All right, so just what I said. If you had the ability to go full-time trading, would you? Or have another question? Because me personally, I was having this conversation in my chat. Hold on, I'm gonna get to this roving. I was having this conversation in my chat where if you had a job that you like and you were trading, you were making good money or the same amount of money trading, what would you do? Would you go full-time trading, or would you keep both? Because let's be real. Realistically, you see online the traders, obviously we're all in the same field, or interested in trading. You see the the Lamborghinis and all that, the lifestyle there, and you're just seeing them rip and run. The lifestyle, obviously. That's probably why most of us got into trading, just looking at the lifestyle. But realistically, a huge number of traders or people aren't likely to get there, or say you do get there, maybe that's just not the lifestyle you necessarily want. So would you work? Pretty much what I'm trying to say is, would you go full-time trading, or would you work like a passion job and trading on the side? Let me know. Because me personally, I'm young, so for me, if I were to go full-time trading right now, I'll probably lose my brain. I box and I trade, and then I also have a job, do work, and then which is sales or insurance, which I like. But for me, what I would trade, and then build like BS around all day, and then go to trading, or like or not go to trading, go to boxing, like it would get boring after a while. It would honestly get boring. So I like the ability to trade, work, fill my days, be busy, fill my days up, and then go to boxing, and then come home and then do stuff like this. So like I just got off of boxing, relaxed a little bit, ate food, and now I'm enjoying trading even afterwards. So that's what I like. Let me read the comments. Options have greater leverage and lower risk, but they are a lot more complicated for my little brain. No, exactly. And then you have to have like a certain amount in the accounts, I'm pretty sure. Just like you said, complicated for my brain as well. Passion in trading, yeah, exactly. My ultimate goal is to be a full-time trader, but for now it's just a lot of training. I blew my first 50K combine a week ago. Bro, you'll blow, all right, I'll put it like this. You'll blow many more, but you'll make more money as well. Don't be afraid to lose a couple to make a couple. It's like that saying, you can't make millions without a couple L's. It is what it is. I've made payouts, and I blew funded, and I'll probably blow more funded, and I'll make more payouts. You look at if you're familiar with Twitter, the biggest guys who get payouts from these prop firms, they blow money as well on these firms. Most definitely spend a decent sized bag. I forget this guy's name, but he was fully transparent with it. Great guy on Twitter, and he's like, he made this numbers off the base of my head. I don't even know what his name is. I forget, but he made a great amount. But he also showed the numbers of how much he spent on combines to get there. And trust me, it was like, say he made $500,000, he probably spent maybe $50,000 on combines. But that's still great return. So, but also good luck with you becoming a full-time trader. Don't get me wrong. Eventually, as I get older, I may change. Like I said, right now, being young, I get bored, and I just don't see it. But maybe when I have kids or something like that, it'd be cool to have a full-time, be at home, trade real quick, and then go chill with the kids or something like that. Most definitely when but that's, like I said, I'm young, so I got years for that. Instead of just being at home and doing nothing. I like to stay busy and productive. But even not, I'm not even gonna say that to say like just because you're a full-time trader you're not busy or productive. And then also, all right, for the follow-up question on that is, if you do want to become a full-time trader, are you trading all day, like all day trader type of thing from open to close, or are you just trading specific hours? Like me personally, I only trade between open. So for me, it's 9:30 to 11, so about an hour and a half, like 90 minutes is how long I'm trading. Like I'm trading for 90 minutes. This morning, I'll put a perfect example. This morning, market open, I hit a trade. I had all day, so I was done within the first 4 minutes of actually looking at the charts. Now, if I'm full time, what do I do with the rest of my day? Right now, I just, go home or go eat food, and then come home and then chill, watch movies, mess around, play video games. I don't even like playing video games, so it's like. So that's something to think about. Like, so I'm gonna practice account right now. So that's something I would think about, because I'm thinking about starting it for the new year, about how, because I have my account obviously for the morning when I actually trade, but starting like a series during this time of actually starting a night combine just for this group right here. So it's like maybe if you do trade full time, maybe you're trading all day. I think trading all day might do harm than good, honestly, for a person like me at least. Exactly, that's what I mean. So ideally, and this is an open conversation for everybody to hop in the comments here. If you wanted to be a full-time trader, well, the first question is, would you do passion job and trading, or would you do full-time trading if you had the opportunity to do so? And then now the next question is, the follow-up is, if you're a full-time trader, how would you right now construct your day? Do you even know? Like that's something to honestly think about. And then just look at the market. Currently nothing really hopping off at the moment. Nothing clean, cutting through price. Got no trade opportunities. But that's alright, because it gives perfect opportunity for open conversation. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think. So me personally, let me see. Like I said, I'd wake up, trade, be done in 30 minutes, or maybe I took the whole time, and then afterwards, go get food. At that point, and then I don't even want to, as a boxer, I don't even want to box all day like that. That's why I like working. I got my little time period in between work. Or I mean, sometimes I have the luxury of sometimes I'm studying the charts during then, putting a little bit of extra work, back testing. But I can't do that for 12 hours. Cannot do that for 12 hours. Wouldn't even want to do that for 12 hours. Sorry for that if you heard the guck there. Pause. Let me know. And if you're stopping by and you traded today, let me know how you guys did. Made money, lost money, break even, or didn't trade. Go ahead and check out the poll there. As I'm currently watching gold and nothing is happening at the moment. I didn't even realize my charts were. That just happened. My charts disappear on my. I think I'm back up. Okay. Just give it a second. I don't know why my charts went blank there. Boom, getting a nice little breakout. Just for the heck of it, I'll hop in this. I'm on. We hop on micro. Appreciate that. I don't know why my mic's just automatically muting. Appreciate that. I don't know what time I'm muted out. All right, what I was saying is, so I read your comment. He said he drives for a living, so it makes it hard to trade during New York session, and he sleeps during the London liquidity. So it's Asian session for him, and he'd be happy to grab 20 ticks a night with the right size. And like what I was saying is that's so valid, and that leads me to ask is, so it's like driving or trucking your passion? Because right there, that sounds like a valid schedule. Because think about it, if you're happy with grabbing 20 ticks a night during the Asian session, that means you have a nice strategy. You're comfortable doing it. You're making money a little bit right now. Say you made money at 9 in the last 17 minutes. Boom, chilling. You go to sleep and then wake up, go to work. Like that sounds like a valid time. Because not a lot of people think about. Let's think about it. There are a lot of traders in the world. First things first. Not a lot of us will succeed. Not a lot of them will succeed. Cause, me personally, but not a lot of them will succeed. But save the ones that do. Realistically, what are they going to be doing throughout the day? Because not all of them are going to be YouTubers and in space like that. Like that's all right. That's something I would do if I was there. I already do YouTube, but I mean you can only do YouTube so much, and like I couldn't go live all day because I personally don't go live all day. So maybe I'd start like a separate account just to go live all day. But then do I want to do that all day? And then even thinking about like, okay, your trade, because like, all right, so I personally trade right now, and I use my funds to go on vacations. I use my funds to obviously reinvest vacations. Also buy like other instruments with it, and just like I mostly reinvested or like vacations and travel. So like, but like, how long can I actually travel? I'm not traveling 365 days, 12 months, you know. I also like to. I'm a homebody, so I most definitely like to be home. Do like to do that. It's like, yeah, that's something to think about. And not a lot of people have actually thought about what would you do if you had the opportunity to full-time trade. And then also think about that's when you start thinking about passion jobs. What do you like to do? Cause I mean, shoot, even if not to say animals are my passion, but even if I'm not going to claim it here and say like I make crazy money from trading. But when I get there, eventually, slowly but gradually getting there, probably 2026, I start banging out crazy. But like even when I get there, I wouldn't even mind working out like the zoo, but not in the wintertime because I live in the East Coast. Like I said, I'm not gonna be out there in the cold. But like summertime, messing with I could do seasonal jobs, or like I like being outside, little stuff like being outside. Like I wouldn't even mind doing landscape in the summer or something like that. Being around, just being outside doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. That's what people like teachers would be, I feel like, a great traders because they have a passion for teaching and helping kids. So boom, what if they can hop on real quick, hop on or at night trade or something like that, and then they also doing the passion job, but they're making so much money from, you know, trading that they can really be comfortable while being teachers and all that. No, yeah, never really thought about it. Something to think about, especially if you. But that's like if you. It depends how crazy and how serious you're going with trading. Because if you're treating trading like a side hustle where you make a couple $1,000, couple $100 or something like that, then you know that's it is what it is. But if you're eventually at to the point where, you know, I'm praying for everybody that it matches your expenses or something like that, then what you gonna do? What's a passion job besides just trading is something you would consider doing? It could be anything just to stay outside. Cause let's be real, most of us do better doing something than just sitting at home all day looking at the wall, doom scrolling. Especially you don't want to get caught up doom scrolling TikTok all day, and then wake up and then trade again and doom scroll TikTok and Instagram, and it's just no, that's not what you want to do. I just heard this saying earlier. Long story short, to paraphrase it, because I forget it exactly to a T, but just long story short to explain it, work. Everybody should be working type of thing. Well, not everybody, but doing something to push forward. What is life without work? And work, when I say work, don't think of it as a bad connotation. Work could be anything. Whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to be a trainer. Maybe you want to be a coach. Or again, like I said, when you have kids, maybe it's different. Maybe you're a stay-at-home parent. Because I mean, you're trading, and then that's when I'll start looking at actually going full-time trading when I have kids and everything. Because then it's like, okay, boom, I'm trading, and you know, in my office or something like that. But then I got the kids, especially when they're younger. I'll be able to take care of them, be home and everything, but then once they get, because I've just growing up, being around, and being a kid myself. I just got out of my teenage years. I was barely home during my teenage years. I was out with friends, or just I was at school or out and about. So it's like even then, who wants to be home all day? type of thing. You know.
Order filled.
Let's see if we can catch a nice little breakout on gold here. Let's see. Killed all my socials before. Too toxic. I would definitely give back. Maybe volunteer with my spare time. Being a stay-at-home parent is good too. No, yeah, for sure. No, exactly. See, something. I've been hearing a lot of stuff recently, but I was watching the podcast today recently and how it's a blessing and a curse. Because someone like me, I love having these conversations, being on live and trading and using my YouTube to help people and all that. So I kind of have to be around social media because that's where I'm able. That's what I'm able to give right now. But I must definitely limit my time on there. Don't get me wrong. I doom scroll once in a while. I most definitely get on the brain rot side, but yeah, to stay away from socials, give back. Not maybe you start your own charity or own nonprofit, or just work somewhere. So work somewhere where you want to give back, coaching or something like that. And then stay at home parent as well. Yeah, for sure. It's things to think about. What do you actually want? Not what social media shows you, where it's fast lifestyle, fast cars and everything. Unless that's insanely what you want and truly drive for and strive for and everything else. Because don't get me wrong, I got dream cars, dream vacations, dream this, dream that. But I've seen enough people and have enough mentors around me to realize that that's not the end of the rainbow, and there's more to life. And just in my short years, I've came to realize that. I'm sure that as I get older, I'll be reminded once and once again as I strive for more. But yeah, just think it's hard to think about the future a little bit. Let's use the dog in the back. Someone got it riled up. Let's see if we can catch this breakout on gold. We finally broke those lows. I either got cooked by manipulation for it to shoot back up, or it's just pulling back a little bit for so. Let me mute real quick. See the dog settle down. As I somewhat projected, we got hit with the manipulation, which for continuation. That's all right. Let's see if we can. I wouldn't be opposed to reversing my position, but I need confirmation to see if it's actually going to go another way, or if it's going to just get caught in this range again. Excuse me. By the way, let me get some music going for myself. Again, if you're just stopping by, check out the poll. How was your trading day today? We got a little bit of people who didn't trade. Majority who didn't trade. Smaller population made money. A smaller population lost money. Congrats to the ones who made money. Congrats to the ones who didn't trade. Because if you looked at the market and you were able to sit on your hands, that is a win as well. For those who lost money, it is what it is. It's alright. It's part of the game. Come back tomorrow swinging when the market's hopefully in your favor. See, for the traders who are in the chat at the moment, how do you trade? If you do trade, if not, ask a question or ask somebody in the chat. But for the traders who trade, what's your strategy? What do you trade? What do you look for? Are you trading right now? Looking for something? How's the night going? Are you break even? How many trades have you taken? Let me know a little bit. Spit a little game, or share what you got. Ooh. I got another question. Let me just pause my song so I can think. What are your thoughts on? What's your thoughts on? What's your thoughts on trading psychology? And okay, I say that to say, so obviously trading psychology is huge. It's big. You know, you should be locked in. Avoid over trading. You know, revenge trading. You know, the regular other things we see every day. But let's see. Where was I leading up with this? My bad. So I said it to say because recently I was big on making sure you're at zero before you're at trading, and doing so I won't lie. Doing so I would do breath work, calm music, lo-fi music, or something like that. Or sometimes just quietness. You know, just kind of get into it like a zen state, and that honestly has helped me become into flow state of trading. However, and not to say that's bad at all, because I do it on like on the days I'm really amped up, I do it, or like it's something outside life or just something's off, or you know I just need I know I need to calm down. I do that, but on the contrary, the strategy is the strategy at the end of the day, you know. And I feel like I'm also locked in and mature, where like I don't really overtrade. I don't revenge trade that much. I don't have FOMO. I know my rules. I have 4 simple rules: new higher, lower low, pull back to the 13 EMA, wick off the 13 EMA, interrupt reaction candle. I know what I'm looking for. To me, it's just like actually being patient for those rules, being strict on them. Sometimes I get close pullbacks to 13 EMA, but not exactly taps on the line, stuff like that. And then like this morning, I'm not gonna lie, I was listening to music, amped and all that, you know, excited, geeked and all that, and I did win, but I don't know where I'm headed with this. I Hold on line. Basically, what are your thoughts on trading psychology? Do you believe in it, or do you believe in just execute the plan, no matter how you feel? Sad, grumpy, tired. You know what you're supposed to do, and just execute. Or should you be more adamant on how you're feeling? So you got to answer price action trading, looking at some volume analysis, and try to find some good bounce points. I tend to get drawn to reversals. What pair do you trade? See, I have a tendency to watch too many other traders, and it pulls me off. Of course, I overmanage trades, and that pushes me to overtrade. I end up giving back my wins. See, for so many other traders, and pulls me off. Of course, I experienced that, and it's funny. So the thing that helped me with, so the first part is watching too many other traders. And obviously, when we watch other traders, we only see other traders win. That's the poopy part about it. Personally, when I did that and would steer off and go try a new strategy, it was just it's tuition I paid, and then I would go back to my original strategy and bang out and go crazy. And then it happened 2 or 3 times where I was like, okay, let me just stick with my original strategy. That's pretty much how I came over that, because obviously I wasn't doing well on the others. Overmanaged trades, and it pushes me to overtrade. The overmanaging trade part, I don't personally think I had a problem overmanaging trades, so I don't got the best advice for that besides of just kind of set and forget. I guess I would tell someone try to work on set and forget. And then overtrade. The good thing with overtrading and the good thing with Topstep, I use Topstep, and that's why I advocate for Topstep so much, is because they have the risk settings to where you're able to lock out, able to set how many trades you could take in a day, how many trades you could take in a week, lock out pairs and all that. That's my favorite part about Topstep and why I push Topstep so hard. Because obviously, if everybody was great traders, then they wouldn't need those things, or they'd be profitable, or they wouldn't be hating, or they wouldn't be, just chatting or whatnot. So I think it's something that everybody honestly could use. See, do better on the 15-minute using the 1 to 4 hour production, but I end up losing. So if you know you end up losing money on the 1 minute, I mean, if you're looking at the 15 and the 4 hour, why even look at the 1 minute? You know what I mean? So it looks like you're looking at super high, not super, like you're looking at higher time frames. So if your stack is the 4 hour, the 15-minute, and the 1 hour, I believe that's what you meant by 1 and 4 hours. So 15, 4 hour, 1 minute, or 1 hour, and then I'm guessing, or are you saying that you end up losing money on the 1 minute, as in like you don't trade the 1 minute? Because if that's the case, then yeah. But if you're trading the 1 minute after looking at the 15, 1 hour, 4 hour, I don't even, that's somewhat, it just don't add up. For example, when I trade it personally, unless it works for you, more times than not. But personally, when I looked at the 4 hour, the 1 hour, or the 15-minute, I made my entries on the 5 minute. But I trade the 1 minute now, so I just look at the 5 minute or the 15-minute. So I'll go 15.5 entries on the 1 minute, or just usually I'm just strictly the 1 minute. But if I do look at the high time frame, it's the 5 minute, or at most the 15. I usually look at the 15-minute when I'm in a trade, and I know it's gonna be a long hold. So I look at the 15 minutes to slow it down a little bit. That's another thing. Okay, so I lied. So, all right, I take that back. For over managing trades, I look at the higher time frame once I enter. No, yeah, go to stick with the higher time frames. You know what I mean? Let's slow it down for you. I'd like to join your combine mentorship, but I'm a bit confused because I saw that you only trade gold. How does it work receiving exact trade callouts as part of the mentorship then? So you would trade gold as well, and it would work work like this. So you would join it, and then you would get an invite to the VIP Discord, and then I go live Eastern Standard Time at 9:20, so 10 minutes before market open, depending where you live. 10 minutes before market open, just to allow people to get in. And then as soon as market open hits, that's when I'm in. So you would either, depends what route you want to start. Let me start there. If you're someone who wants to actually learn the strategy, and then we'll take, I do weekly webinars where every week I break down the week's trades, wins and losses, straight transparency, so you can actually learn the strategy. There's probably hundreds of photo examples of the strategy, and then there's a strategy full breakdown. And then, so if you're someone who actually wants to learn the strategy, then over time we'll just break into that, and then you'll start to, as I see trades, you'll obviously hopefully get to the point where you're calling them out with me, and then, or if I say, all right, I'm looking for this, and then you'll start being familiar with entries and all that. But if you're someone who, because I do have people who just are in there for the signals, they join the lives in the Discord every morning, and then again 10 minutes before open, allow everybody to get in there. But as soon as open hits, I am live. I'm looking for trades. I will call out my entry price, stop loss, and then depending what risk you use, I use the risk in the setting. For if you're on a combine, risk in the setting, apply automatic brackets for either 1,500 or 1,000, depending on your risk tolerance. So I would be prices at 433.7. So I'll type in the chat, and I also share my screen. Sometimes I got music going on in there, so I'll type in the chat. I'll type in the last three so you're ready, and then always enter on stop markets because I enter at break of candles. So I'll be like, okay, we're looking for a sell, or we're looking for a buy at 34.7. So I'll type that in the chat, and then you'll place your stop order, and then from there I'll be like, all right, we're just waiting for entry, and then we wait for entry, and then as I type that, I'll be like, okay, stop loss is 37.3. So if you get entry, you can drag your stop loss, and you're ready to place your stop loss. And then if I don't take the trade, I'll type cancel or trade off. Let me cancel this real quick just in case. I'll type cancel or trade off, or we're flat, didn't like the entry, didn't like it, we're flat in all positions, giving you enough time to get out of the trade. Or I'm like, because I also enter a break of candle once things are in place. So if you don't get breaking candle, you got to adjust real quick. So I'll always type in the whatchamacallit, always type in the adjusted entry. But I'm usually not talking live or anything, just because I like to be more focused than I am right now. And for me, if I'm talking and doing it, it's never worked. I've tried it out, but I'd rather type it out, be calm in my own thoughts, got music on in that mode, and just make sure I send my entries out quick enough for everybody to hop in. So that's how I do the mentorships there. What are you trading right now? What time frame? I am trading micro gold at the moment, and I am on the 1 minute. 1 minute on micro gold. But I don't know if I answered that or not. About the bad habit about over managing trades. So something that helps me with over managing trades is, well, I don't got that much of a problem. But when I did have a problem, I would go to a higher time frame. So say I entered on the 1 minute, I would go to the 15 minute and just I would have obviously my stop loss place and my entries place. I would just look at the 15 minute and just watch the trade from there. Because obviously on the 1 minute, seeing the candles move sporadically, it might psych you out a lot. But once you're on the 15 minute, the candles are moving. It's a 15 minute candle, so it's a lot slower. So that helps me manage the trade and not over manage it. And and I'm a person who I don't get out too early, so I just let stop loss hit or take profit hit. I'm gonna join. You'll be live. Yes, I'll be live tomorrow morning. Again, I don't know what time frame you are, but for me, it's Eastern Standard Time at 9:20 Eastern Standard Time, 10 minutes before market open. Because I do have West Coast people, so it's 6 a.m. for them. So 10 minutes before market open, I am in there. You don't have to join right away. So but just as soon as market opens, that's when I'm actually actively looking for trades. I just give people 10 minutes to get in there, get comfortable, or that lead way to get in there or whatever or whatnot. And then from there, as soon as 9:30 hits, it's rocking and rolling. Even when you join, you can go to the live chat in the Discord, obviously, and just read at the chats, and you'll get an example or feel of exactly how things play out. And then, like I said, if you want to actually learn the strategy over time, I'll start saying I like this, and then you'll start predicting the entries and be as quick as I am, or quicker, if not quicker. Moving up to a higher time frame really does work. I need to do it more. Yeah, bro. It's honestly, or even taking trades off the higher time frame. So this morning I caught a trade. I usually call it on the 1 minute, but I seen something on the, you can't see it here because I'm vertical, but on the left hand side I split screen it with the 5 minute. But I just like the 5 minute because I'm so used to trading the 5 minute. So I started out in forex, but now I'm in futures. But when I first traded, I was trading on the 5 minute, and the 15 minute only, taking all my entries on the 5 minutes. I'm just used to it. So looking at the higher time frames just slows things down for me. But if you whatever you enter on, if you enter on the 15 minute, and that's might overmanage then, it might be too fast for you then, because that's what you're used to. Go to the 1 hour, go to the 4 hour, and watch the trade play out. Obviously, hopefully you have your stop loss and your take profit place, and from there, just relax a little bit, breathe, let it understand. You're letting it play out, and rock from there. I am not really managing this trade like I should have been. Got distracted a little bit talking. That's all right. I should have closed one. That's all right. Well, I don't know if I get another opportunity, but if so, I'll close. What's secondly? Stop sell, we'll sell one there, and then we'll try the trailing stop. Yeah, I gotta run. Thanks for the tips and convo. It's great to see someone succeed. I would tune in. Oh yeah, appreciate it. Subscribe and turn on post notifications, and just come. And I say that just to come chat with me if I'm live and you got a little bit of time. Come kick it, say what's up. It helps the time fly. It makes these nights better, and that's why I do these things. Not so much to trade, but so much it's for the conversation, spark conversation. And obviously help any way I can, but it also helps me as well, for sure. Cause I don't got it all figured out. I won't come on here and say I'm not the best trader at the moment. Currently working up to there. These conversations like this help spark that, get the brain moving and help me level up. Hopefully help you guys level up as well. No, I appreciate it, bro. You too. I can tell by the conversation. You as well. Thanks for stopping by. I see gold. I can catch gold going back down here. And now trail stop. Avanti. Sorry. It should. We're at the 5 minute. Let's see. We're gonna go for a new low to be created. I see it playing out within the next 10 minutes. See how this 5 minute candle closes. And depending, and then we'll do the trailing stop. Play with that again. If you're stopping in, just stopping in. Let me know how your trading day went. I have the poll up. Did you make money, lose money, break even, or didn't trade? Let me know in the poll. And if you don't know, I'm excited because a couple weeks ago, I did not know how to place polls. Now that I do, it's one of my favorite things. Let's see. Waiting for a new low to get created. Any questions, by the way? I'm in the trade. This is the boring time. Resting on my hands. Trading is really boring. A little bit sick. I should have got distracted. I'm gonna call it distracted. I just was not paying attention. Cause it was a good distraction, but sort of got out earlier. Took profit. I'll let this trade. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll get that break even and call it a night. Just cause. Let's see. So we're back in that range area now. Do I even see price giving me enough momentum or push to hit even stop loss? You know. See, I'm gonna see how these candles start to close. Reprice action a little bit. Go off of that. There we go. I could see it creating a new low, but you just never know. Got stop loss above those highs. I'm gonna adjust it. Shorten my stop because honestly, I won't want to see price come back and break those highs, break that peak there. For me to feel confident, I want to see continuous melt. This looks like it should smack. Should get a new low here. If not, adjusted the stop loss. And if take profit is hit, then I will adjust the trailing stop after getting out one position. Any news tonight? Let me see. Check my phone. 15th. Nope, no news. No red footer, orange footer. Close to TP. Like I said, I see it smacking. Where's those? I also see this candle closing over like right here. The only part that'll suck if I don't get out right here is if the next 5-minute candle that opens, or the next candles that open, pushes up first. Oh, never mind. No. I just realized what I did. Let's see. I thought I was scaling out, not scaling in. That's alright. We'll just extend take profit to the. I got a wick over here. Boom, we'll take it. Take out lows. Meant to scale out, but I scaled in. But for the better. For the better, I guess, for tonight. Cool. I'll take it. I didn't even realize that. I was looking to scale out there, but I ended up scaling in. What? Excuse me, I'll take it. So mine. As price starts to pick up, start to melt down. Quite nice. No, don't do that. What? Nice little clean finish for the night. I'll take it. All right, traders, that's a wrap up for tonight's session. Whether you took a setup or not, or sat on your hands, you showed up, and that's what's important, because every rep counts, especially the mental ones. If you got value from the stream tonight, please hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. We had some great conversation tonight, some great mental pieces. We learned a lot. Me personally learned a lot. Hopefully, I was able to reciprocate that. Got the conversations flowing a lot. I know that's for sure. If you're showing up a little late, watch the replay. Trust me, there was a lot of great conversation. We talked about passion jobs. We talked about going full-time trading, your thoughts about it, and just like actually thinking about it. Great conversation tonight. One of my favorite things to do in these tradings, and why I actually trade at night here on YouTube for those conversations like that. If you want to take things further, trade with me live in the crew, get weekly breakdowns, and follow the exact process I use to pass Topstep combines fast and any evaluations fast. Go ahead and check the first link in the description where you can join MTF, that's Max Trading Family, with me and the crew. If you want the complete breakdown of the strategy I use on here on these lives, GF13, gold flow 13, because I trade gold, the flow of the market using a 13 EMA. That's the second link in the description, completely free, my gift to you guys. If you're brand new and still learning the foundations, or want to give somebody the foundations of trading, I have my 0 to 1 guide in the third link in the description. It will cut months off your trading curve or their trading curve. Go ahead and give that to somebody these holidays who may be interested in trading, or just looking for something, or traded before and it's in your fresh start. Go ahead and that's a free gift right there. Protect your capital this week. Stay patient. Let the market pay you for waiting. Be patient. I appreciate every single one of you for being in here tonight. Good night. I'll see you in the next live. Should be live again tomorrow. I'll try to be on. Again, I don't have a set night for these things. Kind of just when I have free time, I like to hop on here and see what the market's giving us. Let's see. Any more announcements? Trade smart, stay disciplined, keep stacking good decisions. Don't forget that last little bar. Put it in there. What was it? Let the market pay you for waiting. Let's go right there. Let's go right. Don't let that go over your head. With that being said, let me check out gold real quick as it just continues to melt. Yeesh. All right. Peace.